Good morning, students. Welcome back. Today we are going to start lesson 2, module 1. In this lesson, we are going to discuss about the principle of maximum social advantage. Again, for your convenience, I divided this topic into two parts. In part 1, we are going to discuss Dalton's view on the principle of maximum social advantage, and in part 2 we are going to discuss Musgrave's approach. So these are the two theories that we are going to discuss in this topic. Let us start the first point, that is Dalton's views on the principle of maximum social advantage. This question can be explain Dalton's view on the principle of maximum social advantage. Now whatever I am telling you, you have to write the answer the way I am telling you. Okay, so let us start. Budgetary activities of the government results in transfer of purchasing power within society. When an individual pays income tax, his purchasing power equal to tax paid gets transferred to the government, and he experiences sacrifice or disutility. The government uses this tax money to provide various facilities to the poor people. This results in transfer of money in the form of facilities to some individuals who experience benefits or utilities. So, financial operations of the government for the sacrifice or disutility on one hand, benefits or utility on the other hand. According to Dalton, the main objective of public finance is the maximization of social advantage, and the principle he used to explain the achievements of this objective in the principle of maximum social advantage. In short, it is called as MSA. The MSA is the fundamental principle on which public finance is based. The MSA, that is maximum social advantage, is based on the following assumptions. As you know, for every theory there are some assumptions. Here there are 5 assumptions. Number 1, all taxes result in sacrifice and all the public expenditure leads to benefit. Second, public revenue consists of only taxes. Third, the government has only balanced budget. Fourth, public expenditure is subject to diminishing marginal social benefit. And the last, taxes are subject to increasing marginal social sacrifice. Now, on this principle or on these assumptions, the theory we have to explain. The principle of MSA states that public finance leads to maximum economic welfare when public expenditure and taxation are carried out to the point where the benefits derived from the marginal utility of expenditure is equal to marginal disutility of the sacrifice imposed by taxation. To understand how maximum social advantage is achieved, we must understand the concept of marginal social sacrifice and marginal social benefit. These are the two things, very important things. Marginal social sacrifice, in short it is called as MSS, and marginal social benefit, in short it is called as MSB. Let us understand first marginal social sacrifice. Taxes cause sacrifice to the people who have to give up some part of their income. It is really very simple. The sacrifice that is experienced by the people when the government imposes an additional unit of taxation is known as marginal social sacrifice. As the community pays more and more taxes to the government, the sacrifice they experience in paying every additional unit of money in the form of tax increases. So, taxes are subject to increasing marginal social sacrifice. This is based on the principle of utility. The curve representing MSS in this diagram, I'll explain the diagram to you. The curve representing MSS is upward sloping, that is, it is rising, upward rising curve. An additional unit of taxes are imposed on the people. They are forced to cut more and more of their consumption and saving. So, with each additional unit of taxation, the level of sacrifice also increases. And so the MSS curve slopes upward from left to right. Now look at the diagram. In the diagram, along with x-axis we measured unit of tax, and along with y-axis we measured marginal social sacrifice. When the amount of the tax is OM1, when the amount of tax is OM1, the MSS imposed by taxation is OS1. That is, MSS is OS1. Unit of tax is OM1, MSS is OS1. When unit of taxes rises to OM2, the sacrifice also rises from S1 to S2. And as the tax rises further to OM3, the sacrifice rises to OS3. In short, or in a simple language, you can say higher the taxes, higher is the social sacrifice. So, MSS curve is sloping upwards. This is the first concept. Now the second concept we have to discuss, that is marginal social benefit. First we'll understand what is marginal social benefit. Public expenditure is carried out by the government to provide social goods and various facilities to the people. The primary objective of public expenditure is to generate welfare or benefits to the society. While taxes results in sacrifice by the people, public expenditure results in benefits to them. The benefit given to the society by an additional unit of public expenditure is known as marginal social benefit, in short MSB. MSB declines with the increase in the public expenditure. That means MSB diminishes as the community has more of it. And this is based on the principle of diminishing marginal utility. To the consumer, a marginal utility from a commodity declines as more and more of units of the commodity are made available to him. In the same way, the social benefit from each additional unit of public expenditure declines as more and more units of public expenditure are spent. Now look at the diagram. Along with x-axis we measure units of public expenditure, and along with y-axis we measured marginal social benefit. The MSB curve, this is the MSB curve, it slopes downwards from left to right. When the public expenditure we are measuring here on the x-axis and marginal social benefit on the y-axis. So when the public expenditure is OM1, the MSB is OB1. Look here, see here, OM1 and OB1. When the public expenditure rises to OM2, MSB falls to OB2. Further increase in the public expenditure to OM3, MSB falling to OB3. That means higher the units of public expenditure, lower is the marginal social benefit. So MSB curve is sloping downwards in the diagram. Now the main point, the next point, how we calculate maximum social advantage, that is MSA. Social advantage is maximized at that level of taxation and public expenditure at which MSS is equal to MSB. Marginal social sacrifice is equal to marginal social benefit. So MSS is equal to MSB. The difference between MSS and MSB measures the net social advantage, NSA. As long as MSB is greater than MSS, NSA will be positive and it will add to the social advantage. When MSS is equal to MSB, NSA is 0. Net social advantage is 0 and maximum social advantage is achieved. When MSS is greater than MSB, net social benefit will be negative, resulting in reduction in total social advantage. Now look at the diagram. Along with x-axis we measure unit of taxation and expenditure, and along with y-axis we measured marginal social benefit and marginal social sacrifice, MSS and MSB. Social advantage is maximum at the point where MSS curve and MSS curve and MSB curve cut each other. Here they are cutting each other at point P. At point P, OQ represents the level of taxation. See in the diagram, OQ represents the level of taxation and public expenditure at which social advantage is maximum. Any other level of taxation and public expenditure will result in less than maximum social advantage. This is the optimum budget size. So, the maximum social advantage is achieved at the point where marginal social benefit of public expenditure and marginal social sacrifice of taxation are equated. That means MSS and MSB are equal. Simple way, that when MSS and MSB are cutting each other, there is a maximum social benefit. In this way, you have to explain your answer with these three diagrams. I'll just repeat once again. First point, we discussed about marginal social sacrifice, which is having a positive slope, it is going up. Second point, marginal social benefit, and the third one is the intersection of MSS and MSB, which is showing maximum social advantage, that is MSA. This theory is given by Dalton. So you have to give the entire diagrams, three diagrams, and entire explanation about the theory. The question can be explain Dalton's view on the principle of maximum social advantage. Entire points you have to cover. Thank you very much, students.